Hello, welcome to the 3D Systems booth at CES 2014. I'm pleased to welcome to the stage Jessica Durchin, who is from Digital Playspace. If you had a chance to see this beautiful dollhouse here, it was actually made with our Cube 3D printer, all the furniture inside. Actually scanned to my wife. That was done with a Sense while she was pregnant, and my family. I mean, even my Thanksgiving turkey dinner is in there. It was a scan of a turkey. This is a great project that they put together here. It took a lot of time to put together, but it's just beautiful. And this is something you can do in your own home with our Cube 3D printer. Now, I'd like to welcome to the stage for Digital Playspace, Jessica Durchin.
Thank you, everybody. At least we didn't get a scan Keith after Thanksgiving lying on the couch. Okay. Hello, my name is Jessica Durchin. I'm the CEO of Digital Playspace. They asked me the first things to talk a little bit about my career, and I've had a strange one. My first job in interactive entertainment, I was a photon voyeur at 17 at Universal Studios, where people shot at me all day with laser guns. And I ended up working for a lot of different studios. I worked for the director, Tim Burton, and I really thought that my whole career has been about telling stories. You know, as a filmmaker and as a mom, I really understand how stories are turned into different types of medium. And then just recently, I realized that my whole career hasn't been about telling stories. It's really been about play. So what I'm going to talk about a little bit today is about the play experience and the exciting things 3D Systems, and particularly Cubify 2.0 is actually doing. So if you imagine, what is play? Play is about escaping your mundane existence. You watch kids play, you watch adults play, and that's actually what I believe is where our truest human experience. And toys are very interesting because I thought about what are toys. Well, toys are the tools and the souvenirs of that play experience. It's where we have the opportunity to follow the Hobbit, to play as a child, making blocks to the moon, and we're actually creating and playing at the same time. Well, what happens if you can have a creative experience and a play experience and create at the same time? So let me explain what Digital Playspace is. Digital Playspace already exists online. It's a virtual dollhouse creator. We have two products, digitaldollhouse.com and Dreamhouse Designer on Facebook. Where already thousands of women and girls are creating their own rooms online and sharing them with a gigantic community to show off their creativity. Well, about 6 weeks ago, which is shocking, but about 6 weeks ago, we got a 3D Cube printer from Staples. And so what would happen if you were actually designing and decorating your online dollhouse and then started printing them, printing out the objects? And that's how we got this beautiful dollhouse you see right here, where all of the objects, not the house, but all of the objects in it were printed and then painted. And what's fascinating is it was done while they were playing with a dollhouse. You know, I've been looking at a bunch of the different coverage talking about 3D printing, and we believe with Digital Playspace that while having an iTunes store for 3D printing and having a catalog, it's all well and good and a very good idea, but what really inspires people to print and to create? Well, often it's about context. It's about understanding what you're actually playing with and doing, and then printing. So what we wanted to do is provide a forever online virtual play that is only enhancing your creativity. And that's where Digital Playspace comes in. And where I believe that Cubify 2.0 is actually curating the very best play experiences. If you haven't had a chance to go in there and look, they're actually looking at what makes play interesting and why do I want to print. And then when I print, how do I have the best experience possible? So we're very excited to be part of all this. I encourage you guys to look up and see these two girls who are actually creating online their Victorian dollhouse. They're creating various rooms, they're picking out wallpapers, they're picking out accessories, and then they happen to print that little chair. So we're excited about the high quality and the amazing ease of which you can use your Cube printer. So really, when it talks about getting there, we're actually getting there to that magical place where play and fantasy and creativity come together. We're very excited to be here as part of 3D Systems CES 2014. And now I can take questions if anybody has any questions. Roxana's out there with the microphone. Does anybody want to ask anything? I will say a few little facts about it. This house, all the items were made within 3 weeks using 3 small cube printers. Everything was using PLA plastic. And while the dollhouse at this point wasn't printed, we're very excited about trying to print all the different components and making dollhouse as part of the next show. So it's all there, it's ready to be used, and again, we're very excited to be here. Are there any questions? That's it for me? Thank you so much.